if you ask me, this was a very, very, very good match between Arsenal versus Liverpool. It was a very, very good match. Good performance from both teams. Arsenal were at the forefront in the first half. Coming into the second half, Liverpool took charge of the game, made sure that they frustrated Arsenal, and of course, they got their game plan and everything. And the injury of Hincapie also affected the Arsenal performance, but no excuses. Miles Lewis Kelly, you need to improve. You need to improve. You look too heavy and unfit today. You need to improve. Frimpong was just running past you many times than not. The only thing you did right, but was counted as an offside, was that pass that you gave to Martinelli that Martinelli squared. That was the only thing you did right when you came on. And you came on quite early in the second half. So you need to really, really improve. There's no room for, laxity. There's no room for complacency in this Arsenal team. You need to really improve. Good performance from Liverpool. I didn't expect this from Liverpool, actually. They actually played beyond my expectation today. It also shows, that they are not just the Premier League champions, but they are also a fantastic side. They are just being, out of luck for the most part of the season and all that. It was a good game for both teams. Both teams actually did not lose. Both teams actually did not concede. You just know two good teams who actually came head to head. Liverpool, congratulations for coming to the Emirates and not getting a loss. Because it is not easy to come to the Emirates and not lose. It is not easy because I can't remember the last time I dropped the point at the end. I think that was since Manchester City. I think that was the last time I dropped the point at the Emirates. But all the same, it was a good game. So congratulations to David Raya, congratulations to Alisson. Both goalkeepers kept clean sheet and all that. My best player today was Timber. Timber is a fantastic guy. The way Timber was galloping to the front, like I saw a whole lot of things that has improved, in Timber's game and all that. It's a good game, fantastic result for Arsenal. They stay 6 points ahead at the top of the Premier League, ahead of Manchester City and Aston Villa. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how the Premier League pans out at the end of the day. But the Gunners, we remain the Gunners. My biggest problem with this Arsenal performance was that they gave Liverpool a lot of space with the ball in the second half. They gave Liverpool a lot of time with the ball in the second half. They shouldn't be doing that because a whole lot of teams in the Premier League will be coming to frustrate Arsenal, because that was what Liverpool actually did today. That was what Liverpool did. They came to frustrate Arsenal. They came to make sure that Arsenal doesn't get the ball. For the most part of the second half, Liverpool weren't playing as if they wanted to score. They were playing to frustrate Arsenal. They were playing to frustrate Arsenal. In the first half, when Arsenal were at the forefront, Arsenal was pushing to score. I don't think Liverpool had a shot on target. I don't think they had a shot on target. I don't think there was a time Raya actually saved the ball. This shows that Liverpool actually did not come to, they only came to the match to frustrate Arsenal. They only came to make sure that they did not lose. That was what Liverpool came to do. That was what Liverpool came to do. They only came so that they would say, oh, at the end of the day, we did not lose the match. Because what Arsenal wanted to do today was different from what actually happened. Kudos to Liverpool, though. Kudos to Liverpool for, managing their game, managing their tactics, and making sure that Arsenal's game plan did not work on them. Most especially those set-piece game plans and all that. Liverpool made sure that they, neutralized those, set-piece opportunities, which was a good one. Not every team in the world can actually stop Arsenal from, carrying out their set-piece opportunity. Even if they did not score, you will just see that they always have that threat in set piece, but Liverpool made sure that they neutralized it. So it was a good one from Liverpool at the end of the day. Fantastic game, like I said, fantastic game. It was a game that I thought, personally as an Arsenal fan, I wanted Arsenal to win. But one thing I knew was that Arsenal were not going to lose.